That, like a lot of people, I saw the Getty images of the pillow dropping behind the skirt, and I thought at first they could be photoshopped, but Getty images is very reliable.
The beginning of that clip where she's like, oh my God, yeah, it's like, it's so inauthentic.
But to the world, it's just, what has she been doing? Does she work? As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard, and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
This is fake. She knows exactly when that happened. The eye search she's got going on there, that's forced and faked, as is the facial expression.
Welcome back to Pop Flash, where royal secrets don't stay buried for long. Buckle up, because this one's not just another royal drama. It's the kind of scandal that could rock the monarchy to its core. Forget tiaras, Netflix deals, and Oprah sit-downs. This story cuts deeper. It's about trust, legacy, and what may have been the greatest deception in modern royal history. According to palace insiders, Meghan Markle may have never actually been pregnant with Archie? Yes, you heard that right. What started as whispers on shady forums is now being confirmed by former palace aides, people who worked behind those iron gates, people who kept quiet for years. But not anymore. They're now speaking out. Loudly. Boldly. And what they're saying is shaking Buckingham Palace from the inside out. Apparently, the official timeline of Meghan's pregnancy doesn't just seem off, and it's riddled with contradictions. Medical records? Missing. Named doctors? None. Hospital photos? Zero. The royal couple claimed they just wanted privacy. But insiders are calling it something else entirely. A full-blown cover-up. And it all leads back to one single question. Was Archie even born the way we were told? Back in 2018, the world was celebrating. Meghan and Harry announced they were expecting right in the middle of their royal tour. The media cheered, fans swooned, the palace beamed with pride. But behind the palace doors, something wasn't right. Staff members were quietly raising eyebrows. The dates weren't adding up. The medical timeline, office unlike every royal pregnancy before it, Meghan didn't follow a single protocol. There were no visible bump photos in the late months, no hospital departure shots, no delivery doctor ever named. Royal births usually follow a very clear, very public process. It's part of tradition. It's part of duty. It's how the monarchy proves legitimacy. But Meghan and Harry? They broke every rule. The press was locked out. The details were blurred. And when Archie was finally introduced, even that moment felt strange. The photo? Critics said it looked awkward, staged, cold, almost like they were trying not to show too much. And now, according to palace insiders, the secrecy may have been intentional, because behind the scenes, whispers about a surrogate were already starting to swirl. For years, the rumors lived in the shadows, just online chatter dismissed as conspiracy talk. But now, insiders are confirming what many feared all along. Former palace aides, the people who were there, are saying the birth of Archie might not have happened the way Harry and Meghan claimed. According to them, there's no solid proof of a traditional royal birth, no hospital records, no confirmation from the royal medical team, no documentation that matches what the public was told. Instead, there were last-minute changes, a total media blackout, and what many now call an invisible birth. Even the birth certificate, it raised flags. It was filed late, it had inconsistencies, and it lacked the kind of transparency expected from the royal institution. This isn't just about keeping things private. It's being painted as a potential fabrication. And if that's true, we're not talking about bending tradition anymore. We're talking about deliberately misleading the public on a royal scale. Because this isn't just about a baby. It's about trust, legacy, and the future of the monarchy itself. So, how is the royal family reacting? With deafening silence. Not a denial, not a press release, not even a polite no comment. And in the world of royalty, silence isn't peace. It's war. It's a strategy, a signal, a warning shot wrapped in velvet. Palace sources say Meghan's recent Instagram video showing herself during the pregnancy was the breaking point. That single clip reignited the firestorm. It sent royal aides into a panic. Suddenly, every old inconsistency came rushing back. And now, insiders say entire palace departments are being put on alert. Legal teams, security staff, archival departments, everyone's quietly reviewing anything tied to Meghan and Harry's time in the royal system. Because this isn't just gossip anymore, it's becoming a crisis of credibility. And here's the kicker. The royal family isn't defending them. They're not even pretending to leave the door open. Sources say King Charles is livid, not just as monarch, But as a father, he reportedly feels manipulated, dragged into supporting a version of events that may not have been true, and Prince William, he's done. Not distancing, not stepping back, done. For good. This isn't sibling rivalry anymore. It's not about family feuds, jealousy, or tabloids twisting the truth. This is about the crown. Sources close to Prince William say his trust in Harry is broken beyond repair. Not strained, not bruised, shattered. Because what's at stake isn't just royal drama. It's the very legitimacy of the monarchy. Royal births aren't just sweet moments for photo ops. They're official, historical, sacred. Every birth in the line of succession comes with protocols, paperwork, tradition, transparency. But Archie's birth? It broke every rule in the book. Insiders now claim that from the very beginning, red flags were waved inside the palace. Meghan's due dates reportedly shifted multiple times, from late April to early May, and then suddenly, boom, Archie was here. No footage, no named doctors, no royal hospital step moment. And let's not forget, the world watched Princess Diana walk out of that hospital proudly, smiling with baby William in her arms. It's a ritual, a tradition, a public declaration of trust. But with Archie, there was none of it. And now the royal machine is starting to move. Not loudly, but deliberately. This isn't just betrayal behind palace walls. This is betrayal of the British public. People lit up with joy when Archie was born. Cities celebrated, flags flew, crowds cheered. But now, many feel like that joy may have been manipulated. Royal insiders, not fringe theorists, but people who were there, say the palace tried to contain the damage. They buried questions, avoided answers, silenced doubts. But now that the story has exploded into the open, that containment strategy is collapsing. Even members of the extended royal circle, the ones who never comment, are calling it what it is, a deep betrayal. Because if the truth was hidden, if the story was tailored for image control and brand building, then this isn't just embarrassing, it's dangerous. Dangerous for the monarchy, dangerous for the public's trust, and dangerous for everything Meghan and Harry have built outside the palace. Because now, every Netflix special, every tearful interview, every truth-telling moment, it's all being re-examined. Was it raw emotion, or was it carefully constructed fiction? Outside the palace, Meghan and Harry built a media empire. Best-selling memoirs, big-budget Netflix deals, emotional interviews watched by millions. They branded themselves as truth-tellers, victims of a cruel system, survivors reclaiming their story. But now, that entire image is under fire. If the pregnancy story falls apart, if it turns out it was edited, controlled, or completely fabricated, then everything tied to it loses credibility. And in the world of Hollywood, scandal doesn't sell like it used to, not when it smells like a con. Insiders say corporate boardrooms are suddenly nervous. Brand deals are being quietly reviewed. Executives who once saw the Sussexes as modern royalty are now asking tough questions. Were the stories real? Were the emotions genuine? Or was it all just a well-packaged narrative, built for sympathy and sold for millions? Because when trust dies, so does the brand. And right now, that trust is hanging by a thread. And Meghan and Harry, they're saying nothing. No press statement, no social media pushback, no legal threats, just silence. But silence in this moment isn't strength. It's looking more and more like an admission. That silence, it's not protecting them anymore. It's become a spotlight, exposing every crack in their story and every shadow they tried to hide behind. And the palace, it's done waiting. No official press conference, no dramatic takedown, just quiet, powerful movement, the kind that can't be undone. Insiders say entire departments inside Buckingham Palace are now on alert. Legal teams are combing through archives. Security is reviewing past communications. And most importantly, doors are closing permanently. Sources claim King Charles is furious, not just as monarch, but as a father who may have been played. He feels manipulated into defending a narrative that now appears to be collapsing under scrutiny. And Prince William, he's made it clear, whatever relationship he once had with Harry is officially over. This isn't just about personal betrayal anymore. It's about the survival of the monarchy. Because using royal privilege to build a brand, while allegedly hiding the truth, that's not just offensive, it's dangerous. And for a family built on tradition, duty, and history, it crosses a line that can't be uncrossed. Across the UK, outrage is rising. Online forums are exploding. Calls for title removal are growing louder by the day. Some want a full investigation. Others want Meghan and Harry erased from the royal legacy altogether. And the palace? they're not chasing them. They don't need to, because the institution's strength has always been patience. They won't slam the door shut, they'll just lock it, quietly, permanently. And with the full weight of history behind it, and Meghan and Harry, they may soon find themselves not just outside the gates, but written out of the story entirely. The questions aren't going away. In fact, they're multiplying. Who knew what? And when? Why was everything so secretive? And if the truth was hidden, what else is being hidden? This scandal is far from over. Because if this is just the beginning, the fallout could change the royal family and Meghan and Harry's future forever. Stay tuned, because the palace may be silent, but the walls, they're starting to talk.